Hey everyone, and welcome to This is Arts. Today we're thrilled to sit down with Grammy-nominated singer and songwriter Mayssa. But first, here's a quick roundup of cultural highlights from the past 2 weeks, both in Lebanon and around the globe. At Kalim Shara's art gallery, the exhibition What Remains by artist Robert Msarra opened as part of Beirut Art Days, a retrospective curated by Randa Sadaqa. At Metro El Madina, Les Cordes Résonnantes premiered Oriental Goes Baroque, an ambitious musical project reimagining iconic Arabic songs through the lens of Italian Baroque, conducted by Joe Dow. Venezuelan students explored Simon Bolivar from Child to Liberator, an immersive AI-powered exhibition blending lights, actors, and VR, open until July 24 at La Carlota Air Force. And that's a wrap on our cultural roundup. Today we're sitting down with Grammy-nominated singer and songwriter Mayssa. She gained international acclaim for her Arabic rendition of White Rabbit on the American Hustle soundtrack, which was nominated for Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media at the 2014 Grammy Awards. Raised in Lebanon, lived in the US, and now based in Abu Dhabi, Mayssa is known for blending Arabic and Western music, bridging cultures through her powerful voice and vision. She made history as the first artist to sing in Arabic with Andrea Bocelli, and today she leads as the artistic director of Berklee Abu Dhabi. Mayssa, welcome to This is Art. It's such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Lea. It's a pleasure.
Mayssa, from being nominated for the Grammys and performing alongside Andrea Bocelli, what was that moment like for you?
I'm an artist who believes that what is right for you, you attract what is right for you in life. So they came at very different moments in my career. One, when I was just starting out, I had just graduated from Berklee College of Music in Boston. And the second one, as I was in Abu Dhabi, working with Berklee and still working on my music, but also very much connecting with the various artists that are coming to the UAE from across the world. It's a very humbling moment. And I definitely felt extremely honored to be part of these platforms as an artist, especially as a Lebanese artist who started in Lebanon, studied in Lebanon, and then took her passion and love for music to the rest of the world.
Mayssa, in your work, you often blend your Arabic roots with the Western influences. Why is that fusion so important to you?
So I believe that an artist has to really define their identity, and it took a long time for me to find it. And it wasn't just about creating a trend or wanting, of course we all want to stand out and create something unique, but it literally mirrors my life experience. I grew up in Lebanon. I grew up listening to Arabic music. I always enjoyed it. It's part of what I represent as a human being. But I also lived in the US for over 15 years, and I got exposed to so many different cultures and genres of music. So that kind of blend of musical genres and styles is truly my life experience and what inspires everything around me, because I also write and co-write my music.
Have you ever felt like you're actually navigating two worlds, or you feel like this fusion is actually empowering to you?
I think it definitely empowers me because I know it's authentic to myself. I know it represents me as a person, and it's something I truly believe in. I'm not trying to chase an identity that doesn't represent me. But it is confusing sometimes because you sometimes feel more attracted to one side than the other, depending on what's going on, where you are in the world. So I started listening to my own, yes.
How do you find that balance?
It's very critical. I think that sometimes I don't find it, and this is when I decide to go quiet. This is when I decide to reflect internally and be like, okay, maybe that's not the right balance. Maybe it's not the right moment for me to say something. And now I'm ready to say something. I've been working on an album, and it's very much in a space that falls somewhere in between, in a place where I want to share a story with everyone.
Tell us more about that album you're working on.
Yeah.
You're going to be releasing a new song soon, right?
Yes, yes. So it's part of a selection of different songs. So we're not releasing it as one. It's going to be a series of songs. I've written some of the songs. I've collaborated with others, and also have had other artists writing for me in this work. It's very much me.
Yeah.
It very much represents kind of the pop style with those influences that I like, and also highlighting my register as an artist. Not that this is a priority, but I found a space to do that. And it's very, I'm in love with voices. I'm in love with harmonies. So you're going to hear a lot of harmonies and a lot of voicings in the music that I'm about to share. And it's very soothing, so I can't say more.
Can we talk a little bit about your latest release, باسمك, where you collaborated with artist Tony Malouf? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so this song, talking about wanting to collaborate with other artists, and especially, I mean, people that align with your mindset as a musician. I got to work with Rayan Hubbard, who's a Lebanese singer-songwriter and composer. So he wrote the song, and he had written the song for me a while back, but I was not yet ready to release it. We created so many different versions of it, and then at the end we settled on a pop version, and then we thought we'd do another orchestral version that was produced and orchestrated by Jordanian composer Yarub Smeirat. When I did this other version, I thought, no, I want to do a different visual for it. And I was following Tony Malouf on Instagram and had seen that he hasn't really collaborated with a musical artist in my style yet. And I approached him and I was like, can you dream about this? What does this song make you feel? And it was really an amazing time to collaborate with him, especially that at the time things were really unsettled. Like we had like very unforeseen circumstances in Lebanon last year. So I was technically, we were dreaming about the video while a lot of crazy things were happening in the world. And it was really a pleasure to work with him. He really took the song visually to a whole other dimension.
Mayssa, as someone who's gained global recognition, how important is it for you to stay connected to Lebanon and collaborate with Lebanese artists?
It's very, very important. And I think as we grow older, we get more attached to our roots. A lot of people tell me that, okay, Mayssa, like since you've left me, I've been living outside of Lebanon for over 20 years. But if I don't connect with my country, I always feel like something is missing. And there are so many up-and-coming artists that are very open to collaboration, come with an open mindset, something that I didn't know would happen. Living in the US, I got used to being exposed to this kind of mindset, but now more and more I see it happen here. And it brings joy to my life to be able to collaborate with artists that share the same values, have the same kind of vision, and had their passion and their talent grow out of the same country that I grew up in. So,
beautiful. Yeah. You're recently touring with A.R. Rahman, correct?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, for
so
those
exciting.
A.R. Rahman, for those who don't know A.R., he's an Oscar-winning music producer from India. He's the guy behind the movie Slumdog Millionaire and the song Jai Ho. So I love different cultures, and it's just not only about singing in other languages, but it's also being exposed to people who share the love of music, but also express it in different ways. I've been performing with him for many years now. We've toured in different parts of the world, and I sang on many of his movies already. So I'm going to be joining his US and Canada tour this summer, and I'm going to be singing in Indian, in Tamil language, and also in Arabic. So yeah.
Mayssa, now as the artistic director of Berklee, Abu Dhabi, you're actually shaping the future of upcoming talents. Tell us about your vision.
What Berklee brought to my life was truly unique because it broke down the barriers that I had kind of set for myself of this is right and this is wrong. I learned how to find myself through making mistakes. And this is a mindset I was not used to, especially studying civil engineering before music and going through a different kind of path in life. So this is the mindset that we are bringing to the region. We want to foster creativity. We want to help artists break down these barriers and find themselves, and also find a place in different in different areas of the music industry that are not limited to being a performer. So we talk about film scoring, we talk about music therapy, we talk about scoring for video games, we talk about music production and engineering. So there are so many different areas in the music industry that a lot of artists don't know about, or parents don't encourage.
Exactly.
So we had
Did your parents encourage you?
Well, I was very, very fortunate that they did. Actually, they were kind of more supportive of me being an artist than I wanted to originally, because I was worried and scared. So that support is very crucial for artists, especially today, as it's not an easy industry at all. And today more than ever, the artist has to do a lot of the work themselves. So yeah, we teach all of that, and we are here to foster a community of artists from all around the MENA region.
That's beautiful. Best of luck.
Thank you, Lea.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Lebanese designer Ziad Nakad shines on the global stage once again with his latest collection, KANZ, unveiled during Paris Fashion Week, a celebration of heritage, craftsmanship, and bold elegance.
اخترنا هيدا الاسم اللي هو كنز كولكشن لأنه حسينا هيك الفساتين فيهم كتير شواروفسكي، فيهم كتير لمعة، وتصوروا بمحل كتير قديم وتاريخي، وهيك بيرمز شوي للعظمة تبع المرأة. بالشغل دايماً بدمج الشرقي مع الأوروبي، يعني بالقصات وبالماتيريال. يعني الست الشرقية بتلاقي ستيلها موجود عند زياد نكد، نفس الوقت فيه تاتش اليوروب هيك الرقيقة الناعمة، مثل كأنه الفستان مش محطوطة الإيد عليه، هيك هو مكون حاله بحاله يعني.
From dressing global celebrities to unveiling masterpieces on the world's biggest runways, Ziad Nakad continues to elevate Lebanese fashion on the international stage, rooted in heritage and open to the world. Welcome to the Museum of Bad Art, the only place on earth where art is celebrated not for its brilliance, but for its spectacular failure. It all started in 1993 when an antiques dealer named Scott Wilson found a painting in the trash, a woman in a blue dress, wildly off proportion and totally unforgettable. That painting, Lucy in the Field with Flowers, became the museum's first piece and the beginning of a collection that honors effort gone hilariously wrong. Here, the goal isn't perfection, it's sincerity. Every work was made with heart, just not with skill. At MOBA, you'll find an ugly version of the Mona Lisa and titles like Sunday on the Pot with George. But maybe that's the point. Maybe art doesn't have to be good to be worth remembering. That's it for today's episode. Stay inspired. Until next time.